So here we are once again in another edition of 12 Days of the Music Connection.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday, Feliz Viernes. And we're so excited because we have one of our new friends who is going to bring some Latino flavor to the 12 Days of the Music Connection. So please welcome our dear friend, new friend, Elena la Fulana.
Elena, hola.
Yeah.
Everyone is losing it
Walk
right
on
now.
the stage.
Ah, ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, bien. How are y'all doing?
Bien,
We're
chévere.
doing great,
Doing great.
even
That's
better,
good.
much better now.
I don't know. We feel like we finally gotten in the rhythm of like this whole world we're in, in some ways. So
in this dystopia.
yeah, in the dystopia, exactly. In the plague years and everything else. But boy, we're glad to see you.
Yeah, likewise. It's nice to be seen and to see people. I spend
Well-
most of my time here in my basement, not interacting with anybody. So
We've got some nice decorations going on there, dear.
I got this tiny little tree that I'm trying to make it look like as big as your tree.
Well, it
But it's
is.
not.
Look,
Just
they're
on the
like
screen.
twins on the screen.
They have the same proportion on the screen. But this is so great. So, but you've been creating content?
Yeah, I've been pretty busy. I don't know if I mentioned this last time we talked, but I play with Flor de Toloache, an all-female mariachi
Yes.
group based in New York. And so we've had a little bit of work through them, and then I've been doing some solo stuff. I've written a couple of songs. I've done some arrangements. I released one song. I also did some artwork for it, like visual art. I've been working on some stop motion projects, and I do it all through this platform called Patreon, which I think we were discussing right before we started the show. But
That's
Yeah,
right.
can you show the screen?
Let me show
oh,
the
are we
screen.
jumping to that? Yeah, I guess we're just going straight to it.
Since you're mentioning it, I think it's important to show it because
Yeah.
I've never seen it before.
Yeah, I mean it's a way for people to support artists on like an ongoing basis. So it's sort of a subscription to like supporting artists. So there's different levels you can do, and they have all different, prizes or like gifts that come along with it. But the really great thing, what I'm trying to do right now during the pandemic, is anybody who contributes more than $3 a month gets access to a video series that I'm doing. I'm trying to do them weekly. I've been pretty good about it, except I traveled for like a whole month, so that didn't work out that month. But I did a socially distanced and safe, COVID safe trip to New Mexico to actually meet up with a bandmate. So that was really cool. But
Oh wow! Wonderful.
but yeah, so I do one song a week where I put together a video, and it keeps me active, and it also provides content for my supporters and lets them know that I'm still working on stuff, and also keeps them up to date. So sometimes my weekly video can be like something that I released, some other thing that I released as well. So so if people want to support, that's like an easy way to support. And obviously, I mean, $3 is like less than treating me to a drink a month. If you want to see it that way.
Elena,
then-
our friend
yeah.
Patty, who's a theater director, wonderful theater director, just said it's a fabulous way to support artists. So
Absolutely,
we
yeah.
thank you for
Yeah,
letting
it's
us
a
know
great,
about
it's a
this.
great, it's a great.
Oh
thing.
yeah, totally. And I think especially, if people are being productive at home or are wanting to, I mean, I think any kind of artist, you just have to get a little creative and put together a plan of like what you can produce for your patrons. I think I'm kind of a higher producing one since I'm doing stuff weekly. But it just depends, because there's other artists that are visual artists that can send you things. I have one tier that's like I send you postcards every so often, so you just get postcards from me. I mean, eventually, if I ever tour again, I will send you postcards from my touring. But
Oh, that's such a great idea.
yeah, so it's a way to connect with fans and get them to be, you give them also exclusive like insight into things that you're working on, your creative process or whatever you're kind of working on that's not like fully public yet. You can share that with your patrons. So that's a really cool way for me to feel like a little more supported by community as well,
Mhm.
and for other people, for me to have some source of income in this time, which is kind of a
Yeah.
challenge for a lot of us artists. So
I bet.
Well, and audience members love that inside scoop, to be pulled backstage and into
oh yeah,
the magic of the artist.
absolutely. And it's really
Yeah.
exciting for us. Like sometimes you feel that you put things out and they go into the nether, and it's like, it's nice because the patrons are the first ones. First of all, they're the first ones to see it because you release it to them first. At least I do. And then they're always the ones that are like giving you feedback and things like that. And there's a couple other higher levels, some of the higher tiers, you get a songwriting workshop from me if you want to do that, or if you want to learn how to play. I'll give you a lesson in something, whatever you want, and stuff
that's
like that.
so
So there's
cool.
different things that you can do to support artists, and obviously, like any way to connect with people and to build community right now is really important. And especially for me, like I live alone, I live in this basement, I really don't see people, so it can be, I'm not alone in this, but it's very isolating time. And so any way to be able to share with people, and to feel like someone's invested in what you're doing it's really
Absolutely.
great. So
Well,
it's been nice to work on that too during this time.
And it seems like it's so easy and straightforward for the end user to be able to be connected that way, and so I think it's a win-win for everyone.
My
But,
mother still has problems with it, but
oh.
She'll figure it out.
she's like, quiero ver tu video, pero no sé cómo. I'm like, Mom, you got an email.
Mom, send me a check first.
Yeah.
So let's share some of this beautiful talent with the viewers and see what they can get.
All right, we're gonna do Christmas first.
Sure.
Hey.
All right. Yeah. Well, this song is it's actually its 50th anniversary is this year, so I'm very excited to do it. It's one of the most famous bilingual songs, probably in history. And it's by Jose Feliciano. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Can y'all hear me? Good. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Ooh, I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Tuki, 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 tuki. Tuki, 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 da. Apúrate, mi burrito, que ya vamos a llegar. Con mi burrito sabanero en camino de Belén. Con mi burrito sabanero en camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Aquí vamos. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Ooh, I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Ooh, I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
Feliz Navidad.
That's great. So 50 years?
Yeah. They were just read an article about it. I've always done this one at Christmas because it makes sense for what I do. But I was really excited to read a little more about the story. I want to do a little more investigation as well because apparently Jose Feliciano is doing a lot of media about it. So I think there's going to be a number of stories about this song in particular because it's one of the most. I mean, it's one of the most popular Christmas songs, and it's bilingual. It was like a big bilingual hit, like La Bamba, like it's up there with that in terms of historically like showing up on the map in terms of like Latino pop hits. So what I didn't know about Jose Feliciano, and I don't know if you guys know this, that he apparently did a very controversial version of the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh yeah.
And that like totally blacklisted him. So I want to watch it.
Now you want to watch it. You controversial. I think, and I believe you have a number that you're going to do for us that we talk about the world we're living in right now.
Oh yeah, you want me to do that now?
Yeah.
All right.
Not?
So tell folks what this is. This is about.
Oh, so this next song I wrote it during the elections. I'm going to tune and talk. I wrote it during the election, not this election, but the last election season. And I wrote it because it was before everything. It was during the campaign, and I just felt like, as a woman, I was feeling all of these things. I love being Latina. I love growing up in Latin America. But I live in the States because as a woman, I feel like I have a lot more opportunities here. And when the person who became president started kind of spouting this like really anti-woman rhetoric, it really, really got to me in a visceral way. And so I started writing this song. So it starts really from my own personal perspective, which is like I, as a woman, have that's where I've felt the most injustice, and I think is the reason I care about justice, is the way I connect to it. But then it became like a broader justice song. Yeah. So it actually has like a little calm response. So I know people can't really sing like as an audience member right now, but I'll teach it to folks that are tuned in, and then you guys can sing from home and I'll tell you the part. So it's in Spanish, but it's really easy. It goes like this. It goes, ponle fin, pon fin. You say, a eso, ponle fin, pon fin. A eso, ponle fin, pon fin. A eso, ponle fin, pon fin. And what we're saying is put an end, and you're saying to that. And what is that? It's like racism and sexism and homophobia and all that stuff that we are unfortunately having to deal with these days.
Yes.
So if y'all are down to hang out and sing it with me, I'm ready to. All right. Canción se la dedicamos a todos los que luchan por la justicia y la paz en este país, en nuestros países y en el mundo entero. A las mujeres les dice que sean buenas, que se ajusten, que se aguanten. A las mujeres les dice que sean lindas, que sean dulces, no se amarguen. A los hombres les dice que sean firmes, que sean duros, que maltraten. Yo no puedo aceptar esas cosas, yo no suelo conformarme. Aquí va. Y dice, ponle fin, pon fin, a eso, ponle fin, pon fin, a eso, ponle fin, pon fin. A eso, ponle fin, pon fin. Como dice, ponle fin, pon fin. A eso, ponle fin, pon fin. A eso, ponle fin, pon fin. A eso, ponle fin, pon fin. Hay personas que quieren decirte a quienes tú puedes amar. después te llaman pecadores por quererte bien casar. Inmigrantes viven con horror que los vengan a deportar. Y los negros de la policía que los suele fácil matar. Vamos todos, ponle ping pong ping. A eso ponle ping pong ping. A eso ponle ping pong ping. A eso ponle ping pong ping. Como dice, ponle ping pong ping. A eso ponle ping pong ping. A eso ponle ping pong ping. A eso ponle ping pong ping. Eso. No a el machismo. No a la explotación, no a la homofobia, no, te digo no. No a la intolerancia, no a la deportación, no a el racismo, no, te digo no. Resiste, no a el machismo, no a la explotación, no a la homofobia, no, te digo no. Una más pues, no a la intolerancia, no a la deportación, no a el racismo, no a Donald Trump.
Oh yeah,
eso.
That's great. That's such a fun rhythm. Well, it's such a great anthem, and it's one that we're looking forward to one day being irrelevant. To
Yeah,
all of us.
absolutely. If y'all want to check out, there's actually a music video for it, and it turned out really great. And I feel like I'm not only excited about like the messages that we were able to put out, but also like how much we were able to represent DC in it. You know, not like the federal city, but like the city of DC,
The
as
city.
the city that no one really knows. You know,
The
they think
city
of
of
Washington
people.
and they think of the government, and it's like, but there's a whole group of people that live here.
Living,
No.
breathing, beautiful city.
And yeah, and we don't like the guy that's here right now. So
The change is coming.
Change is coming.
change coming. That's
And
true.
so, what are some of the things that you've done in the past to sort of celebrate the season? What are some of your fondest memories when it comes to the holidays? Any
Christmas?
traditions? Yep.
Well, I mean, you know, so my family lives in Nicaragua, and I guess, you know, I think my favorite tradition about the holidays is actually not the actual Christmas day,
Mhm.
but after Christmas, between actually on Christmas Day, you know, in Latin America, we celebrate the 24th at
Yeah.
That's
night
right.
primarily. So either Christmas Day or the day after on the 26th, we'll go to the beach. And we'll be
Ooh.
there from that day until like January 2nd or 3rd. Yeah, it'll be a
Love
good
that
like
tradition.
chunk of time, and we're totally disconnected. There's no TVs, you know. Unfortunately, we get internet now, which kind of ruins it a little bit, in my opinion. But you know, we're kind of disconnected, and we do things like play cards, and we build a puzzle. My mom and we have that little tradition of making a puzzle together. Usually either 1,000 or 1,500 pieces.
Oh, that's pretty industrious.
Yeah.
And enjoy next to being next to the ocean.
Yep. We
Por
like,
la
I mean, our
playa.
beach is our house is like right in front of the ocean, because that's how.
Beautiful.
And we have a lot of ocean front in Nicaragua, so there's plenty of space for everybody to be kind of.
Could Jose
oceanfront.
Luis and I go with you one day? Can we go
Yeah,
with
I mean,
you?
I have brought people. I have brought a lot of people down there.
All right.
We've
And
never
that's what
been to
that's what
Nicaragua.
I'm going to be missing this year, you know.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Try not to think about it.
Well, we'll hunker down, and you know where to find us, so we can be, you know, if we need to chat throughout the next couple of weeks, you know, we'll do that, or next couple of days. We're here for you.
Yeah, thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
And for those of you who tuned in a little bit later, I just want to show again, we have a opportunity to support the arts through this website called Patreon. And Elena la Fulana has several membership levels. And based on your membership per month, you get lots of little different things,
Perks.
including perks. That's right, including sneak previews of any of the stuff that she's working on.
That's awesome.
That's true.
Which is such a cool way to do it.
Yeah. Elena, thank you for your gift of your talent and just your humanity and your great spirit. It's really we feel so blessed to have met you in this past year. And,
likewise. Thank you guys for doing this wonderful service and supporting the arts community and I think it's the kind of time where we need art more than ever, and artists are also needing people as well to like connect with. And it can be hard to feel like your art is meaningful right now. But I think it's always interesting to me when I do things like, online shows, which feel different, right? And then you'll be done and think like, oh, that was terrible. And then all these people will be like, wow, thank you so much. I needed that today. I was feeling really sad. Or alone. And it was nice to like hang out with you, and get some music and art out of it. And so you just never know, with this stuff, who you're touching and how you're doing that and how you're interacting with people. So
I believe artists are essential. The arts are essential to this world and to our lives and to the richness of our lives and sort of mirrors what's happening in our lives. And I think it's no accident that you see all these clips of medical providers out on TikTok doing musical, it's like they're come out in their full protective gear, but they're, out there, it's bring out the music in them as well. And then artists are doing the same thing, helping to bridge those connections.
I mean, art is therapy, art. I think engaging with it, I think making it, I think everybody needs to be an artist. Like in like whatever way is moving you. I think it's inside of everyone to have some creative output. And I think it's really healthy way to deal with some of the frustrations. Yesterday, I had the experience of like joining a songwriting circle. I've always wanted to do something like this. And then a friend of mine who's also a musician posted that she was doing this, and they were just getting together on Zoom and having a prompt, and people would have like an hour to write a song or less. I think I wrote mine. I had to do a sound check in the middle, and I wrote like a song in like 20 minutes. And then I shared it, and I realized that it was really good for me to process some of the things that I had been like kicking around in my brain, And right now that we have so much time and so much to kick around in your brain, it's like it's even more important for people to have these kinds of outlets, both to receive art that other people make because it connects with what they're feeling. But I think also to do art, even if you don't show it to anybody, like if you feel like painting, or if you feel like, playing a little bit of music, or if you feel whatever it is that like moves you, like, I think it's an important time to like explore that, because we have more time to do it. And I think it really makes you a healthier person. It's like a better way to like deal with emotions, that right now can be kind of toxic.
Yeah. And I think you touch on something that I think so many people feel like they don't have an artistic sensibility or aptitude or talent, and it's just within everyone to be able to express in a creative way.
I think that there's a great disservice sometimes when arts are too academic. Like I think that it's great that arts are included in schools, but I think like in particular for music, people feel like they need to have some knowledge of like how to read music or how to, I don't know, music theory to be able to engage in it. And really anybody can do music, and music is a lot more broad than what like academic music is, like rhythmic, a lot of rhythmic stuff. To me, I connect a lot more on the rhythmic side than I do on like thinking about chord break. I don't even know music theory. I'm actually taking a music theory class right now during the pandemic, finally. But I don't like that stuff. That is not the reason I like music,
Right.
And I think that for me, it's been a big disservice to think that the only way that I can engage with music is to do it through like academically. And I never took lessons. I never took classes. I wasn't a music major. I didn't do any of that stuff because I felt really constrained by it.
Right.
I would go to these classes and I would say, wow, this is not what music is to me at all. You know,
but isn't it interesting that now, since you have the music in you, now you're interested in some of the theory behind you. Now you're in a place where you can go and look at that theory.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but I've gotten to a place. Yeah, you're right. I've gotten to a place. Well, now because I'm doing it professionally, and especially because I'm playing with another group, and I'm being hired to like write parts. And in order to do that, I can do it like the long way, which is what I'm doing right now, which is just using my ear. But when you have theory, you have more tools with which to work, you know? And so I'm getting to a point in like the amount that I play music and the level that I play music that I can do it the way that I've been doing it. But I'm starting to realize, like, if I understand theoretically how things connect, then I can take shortcuts instead of going the long way with my ear, if that makes sense. So it's like, because my ear is so strong, it's like an advantage, but I've also used it as a crutch. Like it's my only tool that I've used for doing all of my music, and it's gotten me this far. But for some things, it's going to be a lot easier if I understand what things do and some of the rules, especially around certain genres and stuff like that, since that's what I'm being hired to do. It's kind of like I need to know what the structure of the thing is, but that shouldn't keep people from engaging in art. You know what I mean? Like,
that's right,
I think art is for everyone, and everyone needs it, and everyone should do it. And it doesn't need to be for anyone. Write a poem, write a short story, free write in your journal. All of that stuff is very good. It's like good for the person. It's good for the soul. It's good for the spirit. It's good for you. Like, it's good. I think I'm a better person when I'm playing art, music. Like, I think I'm a better human being to other human beings in like a very fundamental way, you know?
But it's a wonderful way to explore what's inside us, and then to connect. Well, we send you like big abrazos, besos, holiday greetings.
And I'm very much looking forward to becoming a patron, so I can see
we're on it.
The behind the scenes, how music gets made in the Elena la Fulana way.
Yeah, come into my world.
Yes, and we are excited to share you with our friends and families, and we cannot wait to see what you do next. And
awesome.
So everyone that tuned in, thank you so much for tuning in. Please follow Elena. She is amazing, as you just experienced. And we'll stay tuned. We'll see you at the next edition.
Thank you so much,
everyone. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year.
Same to you.